This is beautiful. This is something I would expect in Greece. The white colors, the blue water, the ocean, the Mediterranean feel. It's just all right here, and this is fantastic, and it's free if you're here when it's open. We're in the latter part of October, so it's probably closed for the season. But look how beautiful this is. Can you imagine just having some fun in here for free? And your views the ocean. Sunrises have got to be fantastic here. Behind me there's a cafe, and then over on the other side is like a little history center right over here, like a little visitor center about the island. If you're coming to RSF, you have to check this place out. It is phenomenal. I'm glad I came all the way out here. I think this would be a perfect place to come off the ship in the summertime. You got food right here. It's free. You don't have to do an expensive excursion off of the ship. It's really nice. The entry point of Fermina, you have Playa del Reducto. It is the main beach here in RSF. If you are coming during the summertime and you just want to relax at the beach, you're about a 30-minute walk from the cruise ship. And you have the beach here. It is lifeguarded. Right now it's low tide, so this area would normally be full of waves and water. But right now we are at low tide, which makes it perfect for you if you want to get shells. Now, right now it is 10:39 in the morning. So if you're getting off the cruise ship, you really don't have to rush to get here unless you want to go and see if you can find some shells or some hidden gems. Our next stop is going to be the El Castillo de San Jose, which is right over there. I found these unique structures. I don't know what they are. I can't find it on ChatGPT. I can't find it on Google. But if you know what they are, there's about 4 or 5 of them scattered on this area. It looks like there's ruins here from old houses or warehouses or something. Maybe an old mine. I don't know. But it's hard to find it, and you can't even zoom in on Google Maps. So if you know what that is, put it in the comments, please. The Castillo de San Jose started to get built in 1776, and it took 3 years to complete. It was used until piracy stopped being so much of an issue. It was built to protect the port from the pirates. And what happened is they abandoned it over time, and in the 70s it was taken back over and it was turned into an art museum, and it has been the art museum ever since. So it's pretty cool to check out because you can see the military design, and then you can go in there and check out works of art. They feature a lot of Spanish art in here because it is part of Spain, but they do have a wide variety of art. It's going to take you probably about 30 minutes to walk over here, even though the ship's right there. No, unless you want to swim across, it'll probably still take you 30 minutes, so I wouldn't do that. But you take a 30-minute walk around here. It does go and take you by that stuff over there. I don't know what it is. I can't find it anywhere. But it looks like it used to be like a city or some kind of industrial mine or something. I don't know if those things are shops. But when you Google Earth it, it looks flat and just the outline of the streets. But you can see walls there, and they're old walls, so it's not like it's a new development getting ready to be put in there. So if you know, that would be really cool if you can put that in the comments, because now it's driving me nuts. Whatever it is, it's quite interesting. So that's another thing you can mark off on your exploration list. So that completes our time here in Tenerife, Lanzarote, Canary Islands. We got 2 more islands to go to before doing the transatlantic part of our cruise. There's several different neighborhoods here. If you're looking for history, you've got the castles, you've got Old Town. If you're looking for relaxation, you have the beaches. If you're looking for shopping, there's plenty of shopping in and around Old Town to the beaches. If you're looking for another place to relax, you can go and do that in that fantastic pool. But it's actually a pretty nice place. There's no real souvenir shops here. This is the first time that Royal Caribbean has come to this port. The other 2 that we're going to, they go to frequently. So this isn't really set up as a true tourist destination, at least not yet. So there's no Starbucks. The next island over has one. There's no Pandora, and there's no real places to get t-shirts and other souvenirs. And you know what? That's okay. It lets the locals be local, and it still keeps the small town charm that draws people here. If you have any questions about Tenerife, let me know, and I'll do my best to answer it. And if you'd like to take a cruise here, let me know, and I can check the schedules and see what's coming. Until next time, I'll see you next trip. And please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. It would really help me out. Thanks. Take care.